tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brissett. This complete to Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Play fake. Brissett. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Robinson will try to pick it up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed it.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago. Antonio Gibson with it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. In motion left goes Jones. On play action, Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Brissett. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Back to the ground with Robinson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action now. Brissett. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Lawrence. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. A nice pickup on first down.
Hey, block it, block it.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After running 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Etienne once more. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Touchdown! Julio Jones, 26 yards. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it. They did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw again on second down. Lawrence trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Handoff running left is Etienne. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for Etienne. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne, and he is going to lose yardage here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jones now in motion left. They go play action with Brissett. Looking downfield for Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Here's a give to Etienne. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Brissett. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hey, kill. Kill.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brissett on first down.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
He'll let it fly for Austin.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Lawrence.
This is caught inside the 15.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said,
he's got a man complete. And he'll have him past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Brissett slings this deep from McLaurin.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, 42 yards.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had to quote it back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluwakan.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back near his goal line, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Foye Oluwakan. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they run a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Etienne up the middle.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jags take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check. 19.
In motion left goes Jones.
Hey, kill.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 21. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final. And my goodness, another interception. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A handoff for Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. They find some open field here. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 45 yards. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hey,
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. A first down throw for Brissett. Looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Etienne. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give running right, Etienne. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early win